Okay, so thank you so much for joining today's session. I welcome you all for the Saturday morning, in a wonderful sunny day outside. Um, I invite you to find a cushion if you need underneath, and so you're seated a little bit tall. And again, precautions if you have any limitation, physical or mental limitations, again, just observe or consult with your doctor. This is not a prenatal yoga. Ladies running in those heavy days of the month should avoid in that period. And again, respect your body limits. So, however much you can do it. Just be comfortable with that. So with that, let's go ahead and begin with a few stretches. So take your right feet on top. So it is resting onto the left thigh. So we are like Ardha Padmasana. So once you're there in Ardha Padmasana, just stay seated tall. So the entire spine is in straight line. Interlace your fingers. Take them up, palm facing up. Reach high, lengthen. Reach. Lengthening the entire spine. Very nice. Now lower them down, facing the left knee, leading with the heart. Slowly come forward and down. And again, however much you can go, that's perfectly fine. Slowly, you are coming down onto the left side of the body. Left knee. And again, aim is not the knee. Slowly come back up. The same thing is onto the right side. So again, we are now not rounding the spine. The spine first remains straight and we lead with the heart and continue to come forward. And once we notice that, okay, we cannot go any further, that is the opportunity to round. Otherwise, we might be able to lead even past the knee. Good. Slowly come back up. We are going to take the left elbow on down onto the mat and stretch ourselves to the left side. Reach and again notice the stretch onto the right side of the body. Here, your right knee might lift up, and our attention is to bring it down and gaze a little bit up towards the ceiling. Nice. Come back up. The same thing is on to the other side. So the right elbow is down and we are stretching. Notice the nice stretch onto the left side of the body. And the left knee is coming down. Gaze gently goes up. Nice. And then slowly come back up. You're going to twist. So take your palms all the way up. Very gently twisting. Right palm resting onto the left knee. Left palm rested in the back on the mat. And twist to the left. Good. Come back to the center. Again, extend it. Reach high and then twist on the other side. Nice. And then come back to center. The same thing we are going to do on the other side. So this time we are bringing the right leg down, taking the left leg on the top. So Ardha Padmasana with left leg on the top. First, let's extend the entire spine. Reach high. Reach. And then lower it down, facing the left knee, leading to the heart, coming forward and once again, notice how you are. However you are, again, we are not labeling. We are just noticing how we are. Good. Slowly come back up and facing the right knee this time, leaning to the heart. Come front and come back up. And then we are going to extend and twist. Same thing on the other side. Extend and twist. And we'll also do the one on the bending on each side. So extend, left elbow rested onto the left side, right hand extended out. Good. Again, right knee has to come down. Come back up. Same thing. The right elbow comes down and left hand reaches, lengthen, and the left knee is coming down. Nice, and coming back to the center. That is when you have the opportunity to either stay into the Padmasana or the Padmasana, or you can adopt the full Padmasana, or whatever comfortable position you want to sit. We are going to adopt the Chin Mudra, tip of the thumb touching the tip of the index finger. Entire spine is in straight line, shoulders broad, elbows relaxed. Close your eyes. Let's settle in this position. We'll begin today's session with one single sound of Om, followed by open prayer. Receive a deep full breath. Hands will come in the heart center in prayer position, and together we are going to chant Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Release your palms. Very gently open your eyes. So once again, welcome you all to today's session. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the get settled first. So basically one of my teachers, yoga teachers, told me that Buddha had a saying that get settled. So even in the yoga sessions, many times you might listen, you might hear that, okay, yoga teacher is saying, okay, first get settled into that position and then into the yoga mat and then proceed forward. What does that mean actually? That goes, get settled, goes for each moment over moment over moment. And that needs to be practiced throughout life. So from time period A to B, you settle here, settle. Every moment you first settle and then take action. So come at peace with whatever is there, whatever be the situation, even within the body or outside the body. Let's say your knee is pain, get settled with the knee. It doesn't mean the pain will go away. It just means come at peace with your knee being pain. So we are, oh, this shouldn't be that way. Why am my knees pain? That relationship or that thought should go off and say, okay, I acknowledge that the knee is paining today. It's fine. Okay. So while doing today's session, Let's practice that. Let's get settled in each moment for each yogasana. So we are going to take some poses. There might be some easy, some challenging. However much you are able to do today, just moment by moment by moment, practice. Okay, I'm at peace with this. However I'm able to do, I'm at peace with that asana, that pose, inside the body, outside the body, whatever the situation. So that is today's practice. So let's begin with few loosening. Extend your arms and then rotate, open it out, rotate down. Again, complete rotation of the wrist. Outward, inward, outward, inward, outward. Complete. Make an effort. And again, make an effort. Outward, inward. Sideways. So towards the center. Center. Good. Few rounds. Good. And then up and down. Again, make an effort to take it all the way up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, and down. And then use the other hand to take the fingers up and back. So you are pressing it gently to take the palm up and back. Good. And the same things on the other side. So here you're taking it in the back. Nice. Same thing is on the other side. And you'll notice the stretch into the wrist region. We require that flexibility for our upcoming yogasana poses. At least for some of them. And again, notice this stimulation is not the learning. The learning is, am I at peace with this? Now relax. Come to shoulders. Shoulder rotation, up, back, and down. You can also add breath to it. So inhalation, shoulders goes from front all the way up. Exhalation, down and back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Comes all the way down. Slowly, 2 more rounds. Up and down. You can do slowly, or you can release the breath and then just focus on the shoulder movement. Now change the direction. Once you come down, changing it from back all the way up, front and down. Let's do a few rounds. Down, inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. Let's do one more round. Nice. So the wrists are stimulated, shoulders are loosened a little bit. Let's come to seated position in a way that our soles of the feet are separated at least feet and a half. So again, slightly different position, but here, while you're seated, and for some of us it will be challenging, we might be here, wherever you are. The practice here is to bring the right knee close to the left ankle. So we are bringing the right knee close to the left ankle, and then we are holding the left knee and then twisting towards the left side. So this is the seated crow pose, the same thing onto the other side. So right knee is at the top, left knee is coming towards the right ankle, and then you're holding the right knee and gently twisting towards the right side. So what happens is the belly gets twisted. Good. Let's do a few more rounds. On to the left. And we are holding the knee so that it doesn't pop out onto the left side. So we are holding the knee, which would allow us to twist further. And the same thing is on to the right side. All right, then come. Now we have to do it dynamically. So actually we did it on the mat. We have to do it around the mat. So let's do a quick walk. And while we are walking, we are doing it the same thing. So it's a crow walk. So right step forward, left knee close to the ankle, twist, and then turn. So you're taking circles of the mat. We'll do one round clockwise, one round counterclockwise. And then twist. And then next step forward and twist. Good. Next step forward, twist. Next step, we are doing the crow walk. Good. In Hindi, it is called like parikrama, right? So we are taking the circles of the mat. Okay. Good. And again, for some of us, it might be already quite challenging and stimulating. And that's what we want, right? Good. And then change the direction. So from here, we are going to go back. Do it slowly. And enjoy the stimulation. And if you get unbalanced, that's okay. Why? Because that's what we are practicing. We are trying to get settled. If you're able to do only few times, again, very important, getting settled. Good. And that brings us to one counter clockwise and one clockwise circle. So with that, slowly we are going to come to standing. Nice. Let me adjust. Okay. So once you are onto your standing onto your mat, take your arms all the way up. They are parallel facing towards the ceiling. Reach high, fingers reach. Lengthen the entire spine. Good. And then twist open to the left. In this, the entire pelvic region will continue to face forward. So we are not tilting our pelvic region. Good. Take arms up. Reach high. Exhale. Twist towards the right side. Inhale. Lift. Reach high. Exhale. Open to the left. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Open to the right. Once again. Easy, slow movement. Exhale to the left. Pelvic region facing front. Please do not twist. So the pelvic region facing front. It is only the spine which gets twisted. Good. Reach high and slowly bring it down. You can release any tension in arms, legs, any part of the body. Taking, interlace your fingers and then elbow shoulder height. You're going to twist on each side. Left knee high, twist open, twist to the left side. Right knee high, twist to the right side. And you can do it dynamically. Exhale, twist, exhale, twist. Once we exhale, you're twisting. Inhalation is the center, exhalation is twist. And Separate your legs and close your eyes for a few seconds. Nice. Open your eyes. This time we are going to spread our feet even further, as much as you can. Hands will come onto the hip. You're going to bend forward with a straight spine, very gently. Very gently with the straight spine coming forward, forward, forward. And then all the way, however much you can come down with the straight spine. Once it starts rounding, then you want to stop. So this is 2 straight legs, 1 straight spine, arms obviously straight. We're going to reach towards the left. So right palm is resting on the floor, left palm going up, all the way up. And then we are going to replace the left palm with the right, and right palm, right hand goes all the way up. Let's do it one more time. Right palm onto the floor, left hand goes all the way up. Good. Now changing left palm onto the floor, right all the way up. Again, am I settled in here? Is there anything? So there might be stimulation. That's okay. And we are going to stay here. Take right hand all the way to the left toe, and other hand goes up. Left hand goes to the right toe and goes up. And then we'll do it dynamically. Exhale, exhale. Inhale happens automatically. You don't need to make an effort. It's only focus on the exhale on both sides. You can do it slowly if you'd like. Slowly relax and bring your toes inward. Bend your knees and slowly come to stand. Once again, take an opportunity to release any tension in the leg region or in the arm region. We'll take a quick water break. Okay. Feet are inner hip distance apart, which is a fist vertical distance between feet. We are going to take arms from the side all the way up. Reach. Then hold the right wrist with your left hand and bring it over to the left side. So left hand, left palm is holding the right wrist and pulling it to the left side. Again, very beautiful stretch of the right side of the body. You can take the gaze all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Come back to center. Reach, and then same things on the other side. So right palm is holding the left wrist, lengthening it, and then taking it towards the left side, to the right side. Beautiful stretch onto the left side of the body, and then gaze up. Good. Inhale. So these are the variations of Ardha Kati Chakrasana. We are going to take and support our back. Supporting, now this time the elbow is coming as close to each other as possible. Both the elbows coming close. Feet are inner hip distance apart. Pelvic region slowly come forward. We are not sinking the chest in. We are lifting the chest up towards the ceiling. Chest is now lifted up and gaze up towards the ceiling. Chakrasana. Good. Again, if you are finding it difficult to stay into the pose, you can come back to neutral state. Again, the chest is lifted up. Good, then slowly come back to center. This time, we are going to take, again, feet are inner hip distance apart, arms all the way up, and then slowly down. When you're coming down, you're hinging from the hip. From there, we are slowly, very slowly we are coming down. Here, the fingers are trying to reach in the front. Spine is straight. Reach. Once you cannot reach any further, once you cannot bend any further with the straight spine, that is when you are going to release your arms and slowly down your spine. You can soften your knees if you like. Hands will come onto the shins and then straight spine. And then slowly release once again. Again, you can soften the knees if you'd like. Just make it comfortable. We're going to separate our feet a little bit further, so 1.5 feet apart, and hold our elbows. Hold the elbows and then gently swing up and down. Very gently. Up and down. Good. And then side to side. Swing to the left side. Swing to the right side. Again, those are easy movements. So again, let's settle with the easy movements. Allow the breath to continue as it is. You're not manipulating the breath. Swing side to side, up or down. And then slowly release. We're going to bring our feet close to each other, bend our knees, and then very slowly come back to standing. Good. Very nice. So, if you have block, I invite you to use them. And we are going to place the block at the top of our mat. We are going, and it is onto the right side. So, just next to the right feet. Hands will come onto the hip. Crown of the head is reaching up toward the ceiling. So we are standing tall, elbows close to each other, and feet are together. Once we are comfortable in this position, then we move forward. So again, we are practicing. Get settled in this position. No need to rush. Good. And then take a giant step with your right feet. Once you are here, and then we are hinging from the pelvic region and coming forward, and down. This is when you want to put your hand onto the block or in any setting of the block. So it's highest setting, middle, lowest setting, whichever, whatever makes you comfortable. And the left hand will go all the way up towards the ceiling. Parivrata Trikona Asana. This is what we are practicing. Parivrata, revolved triangle pose. Good. And slowly unwind. We are facing down onto the mat. We are lifting the block. And then slowly we lean towards the left leg into the front. Knee is soft, so we are not locking the knee. And lean forward, so that the right leg is easy and light. It lifts up towards the ceiling. So it goes all the way till the hip height. Once the leg is at the hip height, that is when you want to again turn. And if you want to adjust the block to any forward position, you can do that and twist open your body so that again the left hand will go all the way up toward the ceiling. Notice this is much more challenging. And it is introduced so that we can practice settling in this challenging pose. And then slowly unwind and come down. This is when we are going to stop on at the top of the mat, release the tension in both the legs. Good. And the same thing is on the other side. This time the block is next to the left feet. We are hands onto the hip, elbows close to each other, and standing tall. Left leg goes to the back this time. We are hinging from the pelvic region, coming down straight, all the way down. Left hand will come, rest onto the block, any setting of the block. And then we will twist open. The right hand goes all the way up toward the ceiling. Good. Again, settle with this. Settle with each moment. If balancing is an issue, that's fine. We get settled with the balancing as well. Getting settled does not mean we do not try. It just means that with that moment, I'm at peace. Good. And then slowly face forward and down. You can change the setting of the block, soften the front knee, and lean forward. You can shift the block to make it comfortable for your position. And then we'll move on to lifting the left leg up. Once the left is all the way up at the hip height or close to the hip height, that is when we'll start turning. And twist your spine, take the right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. So this is Parivrata Ardha Chandrasana. Revolved half moon pose. Quite challenging, but that's what is needed to practice the settling. Can I stay in this challenge, with this challenge for one more second? Good. And then unwind. Slowly release. And then step to the top of the mat. Good. Release the tension. And some of these poses are actually challenging. So don't feel that, oh, I'm not able to do it. This is so difficult. It's okay. With few rounds, they become a little bit, they're comfortable with it. But again, those are challenging poses. Feet inner hip distance apart. Before we do that, let's take a small pause. So extend your feet even wider. Close your eyes. Take the shoulders from front all the way up, back and down, palm facing forwards. Just relax. Notice the stimulation that different asana poses has brought. Gently open your eyes. Again, we are going to bring our feet inner hip distance apart. Inhale, take arms all the way up. They are parallel to each other, biceps close to the shoulders, biceps close to the ears, excuse me. And then exhale, knees are bent, will come down. Utkat Asana. Inhale, we will go up, and this time we'll go arch back. Good. Exhale, come to the front and then down. As low as possible. Inhale, going up all the way back. Exhale, come to the front and then down. Low as much as possible. Inhale, going up and then all the way back. Good. Exhale, front and then down. This time we are going to bring the hands to the heart center in prayer position. Right elbow is going to cross towards the left knee, and we are going to face all the way up towards the ceiling. So the entire spine is gently twisted. Very nice. Slowly unwind and then go all the way up. Hands goes up and back. Again, exhale, come front and down. This time again, palms are together. Left elbow is going to cross through the right knee. And then we are twisting right elbow all the way up towards the ceiling, gaze up towards the ceiling. Again, notice this is very challenging. We are practicing. Can I be settled with that? Good. Slowly unwind. Goes all the way up. And only the hands will come to the heart center. And then release. Time for another quick water break. We are going to come down onto our mats. So let me adjust once again. Good. In here, first we'll go to Shashankasana. So knees together, seated on the heels. Slowly come forward and down. You can fold your forearms and then rest your head on it. Nice. Then come back up. We are into the tabletop position, getting ready for the little bit further loosening of the spine. So wrists right below the shoulders, knees right below the hip. Slowly lifting the tailbone up, belly comes down, gaze gently goes all the way up towards the ceiling. This is the inhalation position. Exhale, tucking the tailbone and then rounding the entire spine. Chin will come to the chest and gaze towards the navel. Let's do a few rounds. Inhalation, lifting the tailbone, rounding the spine, gaze all the way up. Good. Make an effort to go further up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone round the spine. Slowly and gently, chin come to the chest and gaze to the navel. Go further into this pose. Make an effort. Good. Inhale. Belly down, gaze up. Exhale around the spine. Chin to the chest. Few more rounds. At your own pace. With your own breath, continue for Good, and then do the last round. Before you come to the center. Good. Now, shift yourself a little bit towards the top of the mat. Then extend the leg all the way up. So right leg is straight, toes inward. So again, notice the toes goes all the way back and all the way in. So when it's all the way in, that is when you want to place it on the mat. And you're pressing towards the heel, down. And then same thing, taking the left leg also. We are into plank pose, Falak Asana. The entire body is in straight line, almost 30 degrees or so. Crown of the head is reaching towards the front. Heel is pressing back. Toes are inward. Fingers are spread wide. Stay there. Breathe deeply. Easy breath in and out. Again, this is going to be challenging, but again, we are practicing settling into this pose. Slowly bring the knees down, separate the knees wide, and then rest onto the heels, forehead down onto the mat. Good. You can just completely allow the body to relax. Slowly come back up. We are back to hands and knees. Toes tucked under. Inhale as you exhale, sit bones goes up and they go all the way back so that the entire upper body is in straight line. So wrist, elbow, shoulder and the spine is in straight line. Here you can keep the knees a little bit bent if you like. And then slowly we are going to bend one knee while pressing the other heel down. Left knee is bent, right heel is coming down onto the mat. And then right knee is bent and left heel is coming down onto the mat. Do it a few times. Start walking the dog. Let's walk the dog. It's a downward dog position. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. So a few times. You're going to take the right leg all the way up. Exhale, shoulders above the wrist, and we'll bring the right knee close to the right elbow. Good. Taking it all the way back up. Exhale, right knee comes close to the chest and shoulders above the wrist. Inhale, taking the right leg all the way up. Exhale, again, shoulders above the wrist and knee close to the left elbow this time. Take it all the way up and then down. The same thing on the other side. So the left leg goes all the way up and then it goes close to the left elbow. Slow and easy, taking the left leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to the chest, shoulders above the wrist. Leg all the way up. Exhale, knee to the right elbow this time. Once again, taking the leg up and then bring it down. Bring the knees down. Slowly allow yourself to settle. This time, forehead is onto the mat and then arms will go into the back. This will allow the shoulders to completely collapse. So completely allow the body to settle and relax. If you are able to do it, you are able to do it. You are not able to do it, you are not able to do it. There is no point in fighting ourselves, saying, okay, this shouldn't be this way. Just try the next time. You're practicing to get settled in each moment. However, the way we are at this very moment, we're trying to get settled, come at peace with ourselves, with our surroundings. Slowly come. Okay, we are going to move our journey further. This time, we are going to interlace our fingers in the front, and elbows are wide apart. Right elbow just right below the right shoulder, left elbow right below the left shoulder. So it's a kind of a triangle, if you can imagine, in the front. And then take one leg at a time in the back, and then other leg. And we come to the plank pose onto the elbows. You're working on a core. So notice what is happening and which part of the body it is happening in. Staying there. Building the strength. Bring your attention to the heel and the crown of the head. Heel is pressing back, crown of the head is reaching into the front. 3, 2, 1, and bring the knees down. You can again move your body just to relax it, or you can keep the hip stacked on top of the knees and forehead onto the mat. You will find a beautiful back bend in here. And then bring the elbow, left elbow, onto the mat. Slowly face the sideways. One leg on top of another if it is available or possible to you. If not, then you can just bring one in front, one in the back. Lifting the hip of the mat. So now the whole body is in straight line, but onto the left elbow. The weight is onto the left elbow. Right hand comes onto the hip, and that is when you are going to lift your right leg up and down. 1, up and down. 2, up and down. 3, and slowly bring back down. Good. So once that is done, our palm, left palm, we are still working on the left side, is going to rest onto the mat. This time, one leg will come into the front of the mat, almost front, and another leg goes to all the way back. We are again lifting ourselves. If you want to hold, that's perfectly fine. If you can, take the right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Again, straight body and straight arms. All the way up. Gaze you can bring up. Vasishthasana. Can I settle in this pose? We are practicing getting settled for each moment. And then slowly lower yourself down. Nice. It's a real good stimulation and practice. We are done on to the left side. Let's continue our journey to the right side this time. So, right elbow, lifting the hip off the mat, and the left hand will come onto the hip, and then left leg will go up, down. 3, this is 2, this is 1, and slowly lower the hip down, palm down, right palm is down, lifting ourselves up. This time, leg spread wide, front and back of the mat, and left hand all the way up. Stay there. Vasishthasana onto the right side. Slowly bring yourself down. Very, very nice. Let's take a few relaxing breaths. So sit comfortably. Notice once your breath is settled, mind will also be settled. Open your eyes. Okay, let's continue our practice of getting settled. Awesome. So we were into hands and knees. From here, go to the plank pose, Phalakasana. Bring the left, okay, let's do the right one. Bring the right knee close to the chest and place the feet between the arms. So the right feet comes between the arms and left knee is off the mat. Hold the right knee and twist open your body towards the right side, gaze all the way up towards the ceiling. And once your knee is stacked on top of the ankle, if it is not front and back, that is when you want to release the knee and extend the arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Evolved high lunge. Good. And then slowly come down. Release. Take the right leg back. And then we are going to do the same thing is on to the other side. Coming to the plank pose. Bring the left knee close to the chest. Placing the feet between the hands. Knee right below the ankle. Right leg straight as much as possible. Holding the left knee with the left hand. Just opening towards the left side, gaze all the way up. Once you are settled in here, only and only once you are settled. Let's proceed further with taking the left hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Let the left knee not pop out to the left side. You want to keep the left knee on top of the left ankle. And right leg is straight. Once again, a little bit challenging. And we are trying to settle in this. Slowly come down. Bring the right knee down. Taking the leg back. Slowly relax. Come to Shashangasana. Good. Slowly come back up. Some of these poses were intentionally chosen to be the hard ones so that we can practice. Practice. Can I be at ease with this challenge? I invite you to lie down onto your mitts. Very gently. Lie down. Arms spread wide. Legs are separated. Close your eyes. Few breaths to settle. Bring at peace. Notice the movement of the breath. Notice the heartbeat. Nice. Now slowly open your eyes. Bring both the knees close to the chest. You can hug the knees. Again, the knees as much as you can, and then extend one leg up and the other leg also up. So both the legs are straight upward, arms by the side of the body, palm facing down, and we are gently doing front and back movement. So this is the Caesar, right? Front and back movement. Good. Now, this is the 90-degree movement. Now we'll bring it to 60 degrees and do the same thing. Good. From 60 degrees, we are coming to 30 degrees and doing the same thing. And notice the difference. It gets challenging. And then slowly come down. We're going to interlace our fingers, take it behind the head. And then left leg is raised a little bit higher, 30 degrees maybe. And then the right leg will also go high. We are going to bend the left knee and cross the right elbow with the left knee. And then switch. One leg bend, another leg is straight. And we are opposite elbows. Exhale, 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 exhale. Slowly lower yourself. Let's do it one more time. Legs 30 degrees. Cross the elbow with the knee. And then slowly bring them. Notice the stimulation that we are doing in the core muscles. Soles of the feet are separated at least the mid distance apart. Knees are touching each other. Arms separated wide. Close your eyes. Let's take a moment to relax. And then we are going to separate the knees. Right ankle will come in just in front of the left knee, and then we are lifting the left shin. Both the toes of the respective leg will point towards the respective knees. This is called flexing the ankle joint. So we'll flex the ankle joint, hold behind the left thigh. We are holding behind the left thigh and bringing the left knee in. While we do that, the right elbow is going to press the right knee away from us. And notice the stimulation. Once again, we are bringing the left knee close to us. Through the palms, we are pulling it in. And with the right elbow, we are pressing the right knee away from us. We are in this figure 4 shape. Slowly release. The same thing goes on to the other side. So the left ankle rested in just in front of the right knee, lifting the right shin bone, flexing ankles, so toes pointing to the knees, holding behind the right, behind maybe the left knee, right knee, bringing the right knee close to you. Bring. And then through the left elbow, we are pressing the left knee away from us. Bringing the right knee close to us and gently pressing the left knee away. Enjoy the stimulation. Very nice. And then release. You're going to bring both the knees close to the chest. Take them all the way up and do a little bit of cycling this time. So arms by the side of the body and attention is on to the toes. We are doing big cycling. Big rotation. Continue. And then change the direction. So counterclockwise rotation. Big circles with attention pressed onto the toes. Good. And slowly bring the feet down. Extend your left leg down onto the mat. The right leg will go all the way up towards the ceiling. Arms in T shape. Very gently, we are bringing the right leg on towards the left side. Very gently. Let it come down. All the way down. Wherever it lands, it lands. It's okay. And see if it is accessible to hold the right toe with your left hand. And if it is not accessible, that's okay. We are settled. And slowly we are going to lift our head, turn toward the right side, and bring the right ear onto the mat. Both legs straight, both arms straight, and gaze towards the right side. Inhale, come back to center and raising the right leg all the way up. The same thing we are going to do on the other side. So left leg goes all the way up towards the ceiling and then it comes down towards the right side. Very gently. However much it goes. Try to keep both the shoulder blades onto the mat and hold the left toe with your right fingers if you can. Both legs are straight. Both arms are straight. This is when we are going to lift the head and slowly turn towards the left side and bring the left ear down onto the mat. You can keep eyes open or soft. You can bring the eyes to close as well. Slowly come back up, taking the leg all the way up and then down. Very nice. Now, let's do one more twisting wherein we are going to take the right thigh on top of the left thigh. So bend your knees, bring your right thigh on the top of the left and wrap the shin around as well. So the right shin goes around the left shin. Right leg on top of the left. This is when we are going to bring both the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Notice the stimulation has gone further up. And come back to center. Bring the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Good. Let's do it a few rounds. Both the knees to the left, gaze to the right. And knees to the right, knees to the left. Last round. And then of course, come back to center. Now release. This is when we want to bring the left thigh on top of the right and take it around, wrap it around, and do the same thing. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Knees to the left, gaze to the right. Let's do it a few more rounds. And then to the left. And once you reach on each side, make an effort to further go down. Once your knees are on the right, make an effort to bring the knees further down, gaze further to the left. And the same thing is on the other side. Knees further down, gaze further onto the right side. And then come back to the center, release. Okay, so that prepares us to a few more poses. We are going to roll ourselves up. Okay, so we did a lot of core muscle exercises to build our core. And now that allows us to go to a little bit of balancing. So if you remember, we did some wrist loosening at the beginning. What it does is, it prepares us for Hansasana and Mayurasana. What you're going to do is, onto your knees, your elbows inward towards your abs, inwards, palms facing down. This is when you're going to come down. And again, only if it is comfortable with you. Otherwise, please, please, please do not hesitate only to observe and maybe even practice later. Please do not hurt yourself. So elbows, so fingers facing the back, elbows bent. Once it is bent, that is when our weight will come onto the elbows and the wrist. We are going to take the right leg all the way back. Once we have settled, we are going to take the left leg back. And this is the Hansasana. The entire body is in straight line. Body weight is onto the elbows, through the wrist, down onto the palms. And again, continue to practice at your own pace. Once you're settled with Hansasana, that is when you might want to try for the Mayurasana. Therein, you come further down, lift one leg up, maybe lift another leg up. Again, quite challenging, but this is what it teaches us is, can I be at peace? Even if I'm not able to do it, can I be at peace? Just rest a little bit. And then slowly come down on their mats. So we build ourselves, we build the core, we build the wrist, stimulation, loosening, strengthening, so that we could try out some challenging poses. Slowly bring your knees close to the chest. And then hug the knees once again. This time the head will go all the way to the knees. We are in Pavanmuktasana. Slowly bring the head down. The knees will be separated wide apart, taking arms from inward, and then hold the soles of the feet, raise them all the way towards the ceiling. Shins are perpendicular to the mat, and then gently swing side to side. We are in the happy baby pose. Anand Bala Asana. Bala Asana. Bala is Shishu, like kid, right? So happy baby. Bala Asana. Notice the entire spine is rested on the mat, and it is a very gentle, wonderful massage the entire spine. If you want, you can close your eyes, enjoy this moment, and then come back to center. Release. Extend your legs all the way. Arms are either spread out 45 degrees or the left palm onto the chest, left right palm onto the belly. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to relax. Eyes are closed. Left palm onto the heart, the right palm onto the belly. Legs are at least the mat width distance apart. Relax your body. Stay in that pose. Bring your attention to your belly. Observe the movement of the belly as the belly goes forward. And as we exhale, the belly comes down. Just notice. Allow the breath to move. There is no action needed. It's just pure observance. Observance doesn't require any energy. Action requires energy. Observance is non-action. Just noticing inhalation and exhalation. How it brings movement to the belly. Staying connected. Let's give full permission to the body. Absolutely, absolutely nothing. Receive Shavasana. while keeping the eyes closed. With movement in your toes, with movement in your fingers or wrist and ankles. Little bit movement in your body to wake it up. Bring knees close to your body. Roll over to the right side. And then use the strength of the arm to come back to the seated position, facing front. Eyes remain closed. Just notice how you are. Notice the state of the body and the state of the mind. Put your palm, generate the heat. Make a cup of the palm, cover your eyes. Very gently open. Good. So we do have few minutes with us. We are going to practice one pranayama. It's called Ujjayi Pranayama. Many of you already know. Others who do not, again, sit in any comfortable position. If you need a seat a little bit high, that's perfectly fine. If you not, it's okay. And then Sukhasana is definitely a choice. If not, Ardha Padmasana, that's what we started with. You can adopt Ardha Padmasana, any of the legs, put at the top. Purna Padmasana, that is again a choice. Adopt the Chin Mudra, palm facing towards the ceiling. And then you're only restricting the throat. So constriction of the throat, you're just making the passage a little bit narrow, squeezing it a little bit. So just like we do fog of the mirror. The same thing with the nose. So fogging the mirror through the nose, it is the same thing. So we restrict the throat a little bit. It's also called ocean breath. So Ujjayi Pranayama. Close your eyes. The sound only you must be able to hear. You don't want even your next person sitting next to you to hear that sound. So it is very subtle. And then let's begin. Slow inhalation and exhalation with that Ujjayi breath. This is very, very, very subtle. Only you might be able to hear the sound of your breath. This allows us to stay connected with our breath and to the current moment. You can adopt this breath at any time of the day. Just connect to the present moment. Let's do 2 more rounds of the Ujjayi breath. last one. And then release the practice. Allow the breath to move as freely as it can. There's also an option to use all the 3 blocks after the completion of that, which we can practice in some other time. Once again, notice how you are. The body is completely stimulated, still is calm and relaxed. Mind is also in a settled state. Let's see today's practice of yoga with one single sound of Om followed by closing. Receive a deep full breath in. Friends, come into the heart center in prayer position. Together we are going to chant Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palm. Rub it faster and fastest. Make a cup of your palms, cover your eyes. Feel the heat that has been generated through the palms. And then gently you can take it to the face, to the rest of the body. With that, we'll see today's practice. Thank you so much everyone for joining today's session. You all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the Saturday and very good weekend.
Thank you, Sushilji. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ji.
Yes.